Hello everybody, I'm Clayton Crispim and this is Gringos who can speak Portuguese. So this is the first video of a series that I intend to post here on my channel about people who are not native Portuguese speakers and they managed to learn Portuguese. I was watching some YouTubers who are not native Portuguese speakers, and actually they still are, of course, my very motivation to record videos in English. That is not my native tongue. By the way, I'm Brazilian, so my native tongue is Portuguese, and actually they were my own motivation because all of them, they managed to create a YouTube channel and they post loads of videos speaking Portuguese, and they speak very well, you know. And it's not easy because if you compare Portuguese and English, we have more conjugations, and we have a lot of articles and demonstrative pronouns that it's according to a genre. So if you do speak German, you might understand these, because for some words we use a term that is referred to a male or female, and I think in German you have a third one that is a kind of a, you know, neutral, I would say. So then I came across with Gavin, and he has a YouTube channel called Small Advantages, and he even makes it, you're gonna see that in his logo, he changed for Small Advantage vantagenzinhas, which means that small advantages in Portuguese. And yeah, I mean, there is not only him, there are a lot of other YouTubers who can speak Portuguese and they speak really well. But so to start this series, I chose him, and I'm gonna post the other ones obviously. So I kind of gonna react and comment over, so because I'm not gonna post his full videos because I want to go there. I want you to go there and watch his videos. He's really nice. He's an English teacher. So and what else I would say? Yeah, so I think it's very valuable. Maybe if you want to, for some reason, learn Portuguese, maybe to visit a Portuguese-speaking country, or just for fun, as a hobby. So I think it's very valuable for you. Listen to his tips, and I would like to give my advices as well as a language student. And by the way, Portuguese is spoken in 7 countries. I didn't even know. Oh my God, shame on me. There are so many countries speaking Portuguese. So in 7 countries, it's Portugal, Brazil, Cape Verde, Guiné-bissau, Mozambique, Angola, and São Tomé and Príncipe. So 7 countries, around 220 million people. That's it? Yeah, 200 according to Wikipedia. So kind of 220 million people, native speakers. Yeah, in Brazil we are around 200 million. I mean, so it's possible. most of native speakers, they are Brazilians for sure. So no more talk, let's get started. Let's watch together.
Hey, aí galera! Tudo bem? What's up, guys? My name's Gavin, I'm from the US, and since 2012, I've taught myself Brazilian Portuguese because it's the 5th most spoken language in the world. In 2012, I bought 2 textbooks which ended up being amazing for starting out with a good foundation in Portuguese. They were Poisonão and Modern Brazilian Portuguese Grammar. The awesome thing about this textbook is if you have some foundation in Spanish, you do not have to start from zero. This textbook is specifically for native speakers of English who know some Spanish enough and who want to learn Portuguese. Most of the conjugations are the same. 60 to 70% of the vocabulary is the same, but it's that 30 to 40% that's not that will kill you.
Yeah, that's true. Because yeah, it's around 83% intelligible. Yeah, at least my personal experience trying to speak Spanish, even though I can understand quite well, and I can tell you, yeah, this is this Spanish from Spain and this is a Latin Spanish anyway, so I can understand the difference of the accent anyways, but it's quite tricky. Yeah, because they're so similar. but the vocabulary, it changes as he's saying, so that's tricky, anyways. So let's keep on watching.
And another awesome resource for those of you who haven't learned Spanish, and for those of you who have too, is this Modern Brazilian Portuguese Grammar. I've heard this textbook described as the Bible of modern grammar in Brazil, and it's so true. I've highlighted so many passages throughout here. The great thing about this book is that, for example, the chapter on demonstratives I just turned to, it's a fancy way of saying how to use this or that in Portuguese. Sure, it gives you your table of your translations, but it gives you actual sentences that you can imagine yourself using in Brazil. And over breakfast, over scrambled eggs, I just picture myself saying, "Você está vendo aquela casa verde?" Or another way to learn aquela. Acordei com aquela ressaca hoje. And of course, I bought a dictionary too. There's some amazing resources online, especially on YouTube. And the first YouTube video I ever watched to learn Portuguese was this one right here.
Oi, como vai? Tudo bem? You're back in Portuguese lessons with Professor Jason.
Watch his channel. He's
Portuguese
really good.
is not really my area of expertise, but I know a little bit and I want to pass on that information to you.
It was through this video that I started to learn pronunciation in Portuguese. For example, the nasal vowel, which doesn't exist in Spanish or in English. No. This little tilde. No. I still have trouble with this sound sometimes.
Yeah, all no-native Portuguese speakers, they do have a problem with the nasal vowels, like he was saying no. Yeah, or names like João, or station in Portuguese, estação, or even seasons. Yeah, we also call estação. So this sound, it's very tricky for all no-native Portuguese speakers, either English or Spanish, because one of my greatest teachers, English teacher, she's Spanish, but she's amazing. I mean, she's speaking she's speaking English. You don't notice any trace of Spanish accent. Actually, she speaks English with a very soft British accent. Some people think she's British, or anyways. And she also had a problem speaking the nasal vowels in Portuguese, trying to speak Portuguese in ways, even though she's amazing. She's very intelligent, intellectual in ways. And actually, if you're watching Carmen, kisses, miss you. And yeah, it's quite tricky. And another teacher in my English school here in Ireland, and she was struggling to pronounce one of my colleagues' name. His name is João. And she often was calling him João, because this is, you don't find this sound in neither Portuguese nor neither in English nor Spanish. So yeah, it's quite tricky. So don't worry, Gavin, or anybody who's trying to speak Portuguese and trying to pronounce this vowel, because it's quite tricky. I mean, we speak in this since young age, so that's why, of course, we can pronounce no, but you have to just have a good listening for these vowels, because they are quite tricky. So no more talk, let's keep on watching.
Back in 2012 also, I kept physical flashcards. Like, I would see that, okay, colher means spoon. I would quiz myself on them like once a month probably. Nowadays there's way better apps for that, and I'm not talking about Duolingo. We'll get to those apps in a second. My advice to you is to get your pronunciation right from the very beginning. Put emphasis on pronunciation and word order more than specific complicated grammar or verb conjugation. Pronunciation.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. I can talk about my experience learning English. For example, he was saying about the flashcards for him to bring some new vocabularies. Like, for example, he gave the example of spoon and colher. I used to have in my bedroom a lot of what is it called, the post-it, with some vocabularies and paper sheets with full sentences. I remember I had a lot of problem with conditionals. Yeah, if there was a fire in this building, it would be hard for us to leave. For example, this is a conditional. Is the first, now is this second or third condition? I don't remember. I have to look it up anyways. But I had this problem with conditionals. So yeah, I write down a lot. So, and yeah, nowadays you have a lot of apps that helps you a lot. I learned a lot with Duolingo, not saying it's a bad app, but you need, I think, more, I don't know, more dynamic exercise in ways. So yeah, that was very helpful.
Pronunciation, word order, trust me, confia em mim. I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, it is important to pay attention and pronunciation. Doesn't matter the language you're speaking. And when I say about pronunciation, I'm not saying necessarily about the accent, because, for example, I know I do have my accent, even though I didn't used to like my accent, by the way. But an Irish friend said, you have a nice accent, be proud of you are, because this is you. So I can't change the way I am, and my accent is part of my personality in ways, even though I still don't like it. But these videos actually, they help me a lot to even to see the good parts. I've been watching my previous videos, and regardless some mistakes, because I was nervous in the first videos, I like it. Actually, I like it. I'm speaking better than I thought, anyways. But there is always a room for improvement. We have a whole life for improvement. That's why we are here, to improve, anyways. When he is saying about pronunciations, it's because regardless your accent, you are able to pronounce words on a way people can understand. Now let's hear actually him speaking Portuguese. I'm gonna put the subtitles for you here, okay guys? Just let me go back here a little bit. And that's it. Here we go.
E aí galera, tudo jóia? Aqui é o Gavin e eu tenho umas novidades para vocês, duas na verdade. Primeiro eu tô escrevendo um livro, meu primeiro livro bilíngue. Tô muito animado com o projeto, mas mais sobre o livro na tarde. A segunda novidade, talvez a novidade principal, é que tô oferecendo um curso de inglês numa parceria com outra youtuber americana. Ela se chama Jackie, ela é do canal Ask Jackie.
Yes, I will be talking about, I think, for the second series of this video, I'm going to talk about Jackie from Ask Jackie. She also speaks Portuguese really well, anyways. And to end this video, I separate him singing a wonderful song of a Brazilian rock band called Legião Urbana. And this song he's about to sing, actually, and he was wearing a t-shirt, a Legião Urbana t-shirt. So and he's talking about this on his video, so go there on his channel and check it out. And I just separated because first I love the band. This song originally it's around 9 minutes long, and it tells a story, a full story, anyways. And I remember for me to learn this song, because it's a long song, I remember I print the lyrics and I started repeating, part by part, until I was able to sing the song off by heart. Until nowadays, of course, I know how to sing the whole song, but do you know when you just stop? Is this part or that part? Sometimes I have to let me have a look. Yeah, still singing the right part or not? So because it's a long song and it's an amazing song, actually. This rock band, Legião Urbana. I would compare them. I can talk about this in another series, but very short. They are kind of. I would compare their style like the House Martin and the Smiths. So let's watch it.
Eu tinha medo tão João de Santo Cristo, era o que todos diziam quando ele se perdeu. Deixou pra trás todo o marasmo da fazenda, só pra sentir no seu sangue o ódio que Jesus te deu. Quando criança só pensava em ser bandido, ainda mais quando com tiro de soldado pai morrer. Era terror desse caminhão de morar, e na escola até o professor com ele aprendeu.
Wow, well done, Gavin. I love it. It's really cool. Yeah, he was saying one of the ways to learn, of course, it's music. It works for some people, it doesn't for other people, so it depends on you. I can tell you, music helped me a lot learning English. A lot. All kind of music, because I'm very eclectic. So I like pop, I like rock, I like new age, I like new wave, I like 80s songs. So and I love classic rock, house music. So I learned a lot with music. So it worked for me. Might not work for you, but it did for me indeed. And the way he was trying to show, to give an example, was by singing this song Faroeste Caboclo. And I was intended to put the original song and his version, but I was afraid of being striked, to suffer a strike from YouTube, so I decided not to do it. I can post the link for the original song here as well, so you can have a look there. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked it. So don't forget, if you like my videos, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It's very important for me to improve and make more quality videos for you. I would like to say a big thank you for all my friends, for all people who support me, who like my previous videos. And by the way, let me pronounce Gaussian. I said Gaussian. Now I learned. So that's it for today, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.